I'm Joseph Williams. My skin name's Jungarayi. I'm part of the Brio. Yeah, we're in Melbourne for the ACCA show, the biggest art collective Tennant Creek Brio exhibition, probably the biggest since Biennale. We've been really creative in this space in Melbourne. And there's some works here like this one. Some of the other ones I did there are Melbourne works. We brought the Tennant Creek works and now we've got Melbourne works there. They're inspired by the watches from out bush. Muramala, local being, not a spiritual being, it's a real person like us. If you have new visitors going on country, you've got to speak to these guys. You can't go cutting down trees or running amok, having a party.
My name is Frank Jupurrula from Tennant Creek. Yeah, I'm part of the Brio artists team. Just started off art therapy and our friend Rupert Betheras, who, seen some talents in these fellas, and it kind of took off from there, and then led into our organisation and our art centre sort of supported these fellas to come through, and it's amazing where we started from 7 years ago and where we are today with the fellas. I do more the sculptures and stuff, and I do a little bit of painting occasionally. I'll show you something I'm working on at the moment up this way here. We have a lot of mining in Tennant Creek over the years been happening, but there's a lot of materials that miners left behind. So these ones here are the maps of the grids and maps of where the country around Tennant Creek region. So we went in these old sheds and it's like, look, we could probably really use these materials. These markings would represent our sacred water rolls back at home. And, in the snake totem, because we've got us Aboriginal people got our each totems that represent these clan groups. And one of my grandmother's totem is a snake back at home. So I just sort of do something in contemporary that represents my grandmother's totem. Miners came to our country and draw maps, but also we want to draw something on top that something's really significant in that country and that land or belong to us, but also trying to educate non-Indigenous people that you got grids and everything on country, but also we got grids and lines, that maps are there that you don't see all the time, but our knowledge know where it is.
Melbourne, one of the art capitals of Australia, I think. Maybe young artists see us, Aboriginal men, Indigenous men from a little town called Tennant Creek, come a long way here and maybe see something, inspire them. Young men here, young women here in Victoria, and even our young ones back home. Yeah, role models, something like that.
Personally, for myself, I would like people to understand our cultural connections and to our country and how important our culture is to us, Mob, and how important to us, Mob. But we're trying to use that through art and tell that story. But now we live in 2024, so we got a new way of expressing our culture through painting differently now, not the old ways of, whether it's dot painting or, with the traditional markings. It's more contemporary now. So sharing that culture to non-Indigenous people to come and listen, but also try to understand and hear the bad thing, but also good thing too.
Tennant